Hello everyone, and welcome back to my crafting world. My name is Anna. So I have 2 sheets left of the Eclectic Charm by Blue Fern Studios that I had gotten through ASC Craft Supplies in my design team package for the month of March. And I wanted to use them. So I was scouring the internet and whatnot to see what I could possibly use, because it's only 2 sheets. So I, came across Rosa Kelly had just put out a video on a mini album, super easy. I forgot what she called it, but I thought, oh my gosh, I could totally do that. So this is, I think her measurements were different though. So anyway, this is what we're going to make one, and this is what you're going to need. You're going to need 6 pages, and of course you can always alter this. It's just so easy. You need 6 pages that are 4.5 by 7, which is what this is. And you are going to score each one of them on the short side. You're going to score each one of them at 1/2 inch. And then I accidentally cut 2 extra ones, but I didn't want to just put them in my scraps. So I thought I would go ahead and use them. And they are 4 by 6.5. Okay, they're going to be flat pages. And you will also score those at 1/2 inch on the short side. So that is going to be basically our mini album. Now, for the mats, you are going to cut 4 by 6 mats, which is what I did with those 2 pages out of pattern paper, and you're going to need 12 of those. So here are my 6 pages, and what I've done with each one of them is I went ahead and inked the edges, and as you can see, the ink, I guess, hadn't totally dried when it touched the other page. But that's okay, we'll just work with it. Okay, so here are my 6 pages, and as you can tell, I went ahead and inked the edges, and I inked those as well. What I did not ink was this right here, the flap that's going to fold in. Okay, so I've already cut all my little mats and my 12 mats. So what you do at this point is you take your, let me get my glue. You can certainly do this with double-sided tape. I just chose, guys, I always choose to use my art glitter glue. So you're just gonna glue all your pages together. Okay, so you glue them together this way and just start forming your little mini album. And just make sure they are straight. And there's my first one. And then you just start stacking them and gluing them together. And they are, this is 110-pound cardstock. Excuse me. So you just glue them all together. So I will do that. Just glue them together. And I like the edge, it starts to take on a different color. And I love that because it's not all white. Okay, so okay guys, so I have glued all my pages together, and as you can see, I got ink on some of them, but you know what, that's okay, because that's where the mats go. So on your last page, I've got 6 on here. On your last page, you just glue this down to your page, because we can't have it flopping around now. Thinking it's the Easter Bunny or something. Okay, so we just glue that one down. And our little book is formed, guys. That is all there is to this. And I was thinking I could actually, if we wanted to, we could put tabs right here at the ends. But I think with the pictures in it already and whatnot, it won't need the tabs. So I am going to put a closure on this. So what I'm going to do is because I always forget this, guys. You know, I always forget the closure. So this one is going to have a closure. I'm just going to put some glue down, estimate, you know, the center, and glue that down. Okay, and then I am going to do the same for the back. Just let this dry just a tad bit so it doesn't stick to my table. And I'm just fanning it, guys. Okay, so let me flip this around and put some glue on this side. Put my other piece of seam binding right here to where they match, and then I will let that dry. Okay, so there's my seam binding for my closure. Now I am going to start with the page that is right on the front. So I have cut my pages to what did I say, 4x6s. Okay, these are 4x6, but I wanted a little, you know, mat to go under it, so I went ahead and cut this one. And I didn't even write this one down because I just cut it to measure. So it is 6 3/8 long by 4 3/8 tall. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down right here, and then I'm going to glue the mat on top of it. And you can't do too much decorating on the front because, you know, it is only 110-pound cardstock, so you can't make it too heavy. So I'm going to try to sit down for this one so I can see what I'm doing and where it's going to land. And it barely fit. That's good. Okay, so that is the front, and one of these has to be my front. I do believe I will use this one. Yeah, I'll use this one. Look at the back, isn't that gorgeous? It's so hard to figure out which side to use. All right, guys, there is my front, and I am going to go ahead and do the back side as well. So I did cut a mat for the back side. Or did I? I thought I had. Maybe I didn't. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I did cut one. It just wasn't as large because I was using scraps. So anyway, the front and the back are finished. We open it up and it's time for us to start putting our mats in. And here are all my mats, and I have, I think, put them in order already as to how I want them to go in, because it was 2 sheets and each side is a different design. So let me go ahead and do that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's what I'm going to do, is just put in the mats for the moment. Like I said, the mats were are 4x6. Okay, guys, this is my third page. 1, 2, this is my third page, and this is what's going to go down right here. But before I do that, I can't forget that flap that I said I was going to put in there. This is the 4 by 6.5, and the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue it down right there. Okay, and then glue down the whole page, and then I will put some mats on that one. So let's glue that one down to the back of the page. I find it a little bit easier that way than trying to, you know, slide it in there. So this one's going to go this way. I'm going to put my page right here. Being careful not to cover the fold line, because you still want it to fold properly. Where's my little rag? To fold properly. All right, so there's my page, my little flap, okay? So, but before I glue it down, I'm going to glue my mats. I've cut the plum colored mats, and I'm going to put one on the front and one on the back before I glue it down. That way when I glue it down, it's already finished. There we go, guys. That is done, and we just have to glue that down and our page is finished. There we go, guys. Okay, guys, I have put in all my little mats and whatnot. So at this point, our little book is complete. So there are the first 2 pages, and then the photos, I have to cut them down a little bit because this is 4 by 6. My plan was to cut them down by an inch, so it would be 3 by 5. So it'd be 3 by. Let me cut this down and see what it looks like so you can see. So let me see. 3, and actually it doesn't have to be 3. I said 3.5. 3.5 by 5.5. And my pictures would go this way. And actually, I don't have to, you know, cut it down as much, but I do want some of that paper, you know, some of that, some of the image on the paper to show. So you know, cut it down 1/2 inch and I'll be good. It's gonna go this way. Yes, we can always cut it down 1/2 inch without, you know, cutting any people off the picture. So here's my next page, and this one's the one that has the little flip page like that. So there's a couple of extra pictures, and then this, and then this one, and then this is the last page, and the last page also has that little flap on there, and then the back. Okay, see why I thought it would need a you know, a tie, because once the pictures go in there, it's going to get it even thicker. So it's going to need it. It's not going to get that thick, but it's going to need a tie. So I am going to decorate the front a little bit, and I am going to use this gorgeous little tag that came in with my seam binding that I showed you guys. So I actually think I want to go ahead and ink the edges on that because it kind of blends in a little bit. So I'm just taking my you know, my little ink pad here and coloring the edges just so it'll pop a little bit more. I could put it up on, you know, on some foam and give it dimension, but you know, it's a small album and I don't want to do too much to it because I mean, you know, it's just a small album. So here we go. Let me do the edges just so make it pop just a little bit more. Oop, oh. Okay, so note to self, move project out of the way. And all I'm doing is just running it along the edge just a little bit. Wonder what it would look like if I popped it. And make sure all these little pieces of foam or whatever was coming off of there is away. So, oh yeah, that looks better. Well, you know, I may put a piece of chipboard on there just to make it pop a little bit. Let me see what size. Yes, I'm going to put that chipboard on there. And I've got my glue gun ready to go. I'm going to move my coffee, guys, because I will get coffee everywhere. Alrighty. You can see part of the writing, but who's gonna pull it up, right? Oh, such a gorgeous little tag. Okay, this tag is going to go on this side right here, okay? Because I have a little cluster of flowers that I've prepared because I don't want to keep you on here for too long. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. And I've prepared a little cluster of flowers right here. And then I have a little ephemera piece that I got from that Tim Holtz that well, let me put the flowers down because the flowers definitely are going down. And then this little ephemera piece, do I want to ink it up? Guys, I think I do. I'm just inking the sides, guys. I just don't want to get any ink particles on the work surface, because then it'll get all over everything. Okay, so I inked it up a little bit, and maybe a small piece of chipboard for that would be good. Just cutting a piece of chipboard, guys, just to give it a little dimension. Okay. There we go. Yeah, a little dimension would be great. Okay, let me glue that down. Like that. Yep, that's where it's gonna go. And I have these little pearls, guys. I don't know if I want to put them in there or not. I don't like it there. Oh, maybe down here. It's either there or here. I think I'm going to put it on this side. So let me put a little bit of glue on here, because you know, alrighty. Get my tweezers. Start at the bottom. Bring that up a little bit. Put that down in there. Yeah, I think that'll work, guys. And there we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, guys, it is finished. Oh my gosh, this is the quickest I've ever made an album. This is so cool. So glad I saw Rose's tutorial there. And I'm not using magnets. I'm not going to use Velcro or anything. That is so adorable. Just love it. Guys, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought, how it turned out. Let me see what it looks like from the top. I always like to see what it looks like from the top. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Really good. Yeah, I don't think it's coming apart. What happened here? What happened here? Looks like a little tried to come up. So there we go. That was the end of that, wasn't it? Okay, so, I mean, honestly, if we wanted to, we could put a little piece right there, but I'm not going to. It's fine the way it is. Okay, guys, just love how it turned out. Rosa Kelly, thank you so much. She is such an inspiration. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to everyone later. Y'all have a great day. Love you all.